How's it going, YouTube? My name is JVIT, and welcome back to another video inside of Destiny 2, The Final Shape. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys on how you guys can get yourself the Choir of One exotic auto rifle catalyst in today's video. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you guys actually complete a round of the Encore. This actually gives you permission to get the exotic auto rifle, the Choir of One, and you need to be on Act 3 to get Choir of One. This is the exotic auto rifle for Act 3. It may be Act 3 or 2. I could be wrong, but I am pretty sure it is for Act 3. We're going to be going over on how to get the Destabilizing round, Refit, the Subsistence, and the Onslaught catalyst. So, once again, make sure you complete an actual round of Encore before doing these missions. Also, make sure you complete all 3 acts. I recommend actually complete all 3 acts of Act 1 of Act 3 of Echoes, Act 2 of Echoes, and Act 1, of course. And I'm going to be showing you guys on the locations of the catalysts. Now, after you complete the mission, you'll be getting quests from Banshee, which gives you access to getting these catalysts. For me, I'm actually showing you an example right now. This is for the secret chest for the 3rd one, which gives you the Onslaught perk. And then you got the Destabilizing rounds, and then you got the Subsistence perk. So let's go over that really quick in this video on the locations of the catalysts.
Good guys are.
Security check. All secure.
So the first secret chest, I'm actually going to show you guys the locations of the secret chest, is right after the jumping puzzle in the exotic mission. You'll go to the left, and then you'll see this little conflux area. You're going to activate this, and Osiris is going to speak, of course, and there'll be 4 little boxes that spawn. The ones you are shooting is in the order that you'll see like a little white square right below, and with like little white stuff coming out of it. You'll see what I'm talking about. So there'll be the 4 big boxes, you guys can see, and you'll see a little tiny square. Can you guys see that little tiny right square underneath the boxes? You're going to shoot these boxes in that order the little square spawns in. Once you do that, also you are on a time limit, so you got to shoot them quick before it resets. Then you're going to shoot the ones near the portal, and you actually need to do this one in order to activate the other secret chests. If you don't, then you are not going to be able to get access to the other secret chests. So this is the first one, and this one will actually give you access to the first secret chest. So yeah, and you should be able to get a Echo Engram or whatever. I got a scout rifle and an Echo Engram. So yeah, that is the first one. So let's go over the second one. This one's going to be located in the area with a bunch of Cabal. You'll eventually come down here. You have to jump across some giant like tubes and stuff, and then jump on some jumping platforms. You're going to come over here. This is where a bunch of Vex will spawn, and you got to get a little yellow device from the Vex to access the inside of the area. I'll actually show you what I'm talking about right now. So you're going to kill a bunch of these precursor Vex, and as you guys know, I do hate precursors, just like from the old days of Destiny. But it's whatever. You're gonna kill those, alright? And then you're gonna jump up these platforms, and then there'll be a Minotaur that will spawn with a little code, like a yellow little symbol that'll activate a door right in front of us. You see that little door ahead of us? I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So you kill a bunch of these enemies. I recommend killing all the enemies first to clear it out, because they do hit kind of hard on this mission. So yeah, just follow along, and I kill a bunch of these enemies. And you see that little yellow deposit thing? That's where we're going to be depositing our little token in to actually open the door to access the next complex. So we're going to kill that Minotaur. He does teleport a lot, so he is kind of annoying. I'm using Queen Breakers because it actually does melt him. But yeah, he teleports, and it's kind of annoying to go back from. But you're going to kill a bunch of these precursor goblins, of course. They're not too tanky. If you're playing this on expert, I can see this being a little tanky, but you're going to kill the Minotaur. And once again, guys, I am showing you the locations of all the secret chests, so keep a close eye out on where I'm showing you guys where to find these secret chests. So you get the Vex module partition. You're going to put this in on the right, and this will open a door, and there'll be a conflux in the middle that spawns. On the left, there's a little hammer thing. You can use that to get more of the like little specimens and stuff. But you're going to activate that conflux, and that's going to open up a portal, okay? Once you head inside this portal, you can go anywhere you want, but we're gonna head to the left first and do the second little secret chest. Okay, and then for this one, this is another timed limit event. And this is how it's actually done. So let me show you. I'll do this much faster now. So follow these sparks of light. The first one's gonna be right behind this big tree. We're gonna go over to this big tree right here. This is actually the beginning area where you actually walk into, funny enough. You shoot the first one on right there, and the second one is actually going to be over here. Don't go over there where I did before. Go behind here. You'll see a plate on the wall right here. Yep, there you go. And you want to shoot them in the order, like I said. From there, you are going to head over to, you're going to go straight, and you'll see another plate over there with the light coming out of it. You shoot that one, just like so. And then we have two more. You shoot this one right here with a little plate on it. And then you're going to go back to the area where you activate the compass, where you're going to go to the left a little bit. And you're going to shoot the last plate, just like so. And that'll activate a chest for the secret chest. And this should give you one of the catalysts, I assume. So yeah, just activate that. And remember, just watch what the quest does, actually. It'll say, like, first, second, third chest activated or whatever. And once you do that, you will be able to get access to the catalyst once you complete the quest. For the Onslaught, Destabilizing, Refit, and, of course, the Subsistence. For this one, this is the third secret chest. You are going to be with another timed event. And this one is very simple. You just got to kill a bunch of these yellow bar minotaurs. And they are a bit tanky, but not for me because I'm using Song of Flame with Queen Breakers. And Queen Breakers with the right perk, the combat one, I believe, with the 3-tap is much powerful. But I will admit the other one is more powerful because it does more damage, but it is a single shot. So, but this one's more viable because you're doing 3 shots damage. So yeah, basically you're just going to look around for the minotaurs, you're going to kill them, and then this will eventually activate a secret chest. It'll say Simulation Synced once you kill all of them. And I almost ran out of time here, but luckily enough, I didn't. So I'm going to let the video carry on, and I'm going to show you guys the next chest location. Now this next one you guys are coming to is going to be very important. So you remember how I said you need to complete Choir of One, the mission Encore on normal? Well, for this one you actually need to complete this one on expert, because the first quest you get from Banshee, called Choir Eternal, will not only ask you to unlock this secret chest, but it will also ask you to complete the exotic mission on Encore for expert difficulty. So if I were you, I would actually probably do most of these secret chests on expert, but I'm just showing you guys some gameplay of it without doing the expert, because you can still technically do this one after you complete it on expert. So the nice thing about it is if you complete expert on Choir of One mission Encore, you don't need to do it again. The next 2 quests you get for the catalyst will already have the mission marked off with the green box. That means you've already finished it. So you only need to do Encore Expert once. So make sure you do Encore Expert while you're doing most of these secret chests and for the catalysts, of course. But you only need to do basically 1 catalyst. You need to do Encore. The first one, you just need to do Encore once on expert, and then you'll be able to skip ahead and doing normal for the other 2 catalysts. But there's more to go over. So for this one, what you need to do is as soon as you enter in, you will be given a little partition node, like the yellow one, but you got the blue one, which activates portals. What you need to do is you need to locate 5 different purple orbs on. You see those purple orbs in the sky? Basically, what I did is I just went through every single one. I basically just went from right to left. So basically, you're gonna put a little note in the little portal machine, and it'll take you to a portal. You're gonna be shooting these purple nodes, and what I did, as you guys can see, I did each portal. And then I came back to, there's not really a good way to explain this one. This one is a little confusing to explain, but all I did, I just went right to left. So I went to the second one, put the little partition node in, activate the portal, leads you to the purple orb you gotta shoot, and you gotta shoot 5 of these to activate the secret chest. This will actually give you the Subsistence Refit buff, and Subsistence makes it so that getting kills with the weapon will actually partially refill your magazine on the weapon, which is very nice for an auto rifle, especially for Choir of One. So yeah, what I just did, just follow along. If whatever you missed, try to look through every portal. You got plenty of time too, because after you shoot one purple node, you'll get 60 seconds for other ones, and then when you shoot that one, other ones will show up as 60 seconds. But just make sure you go fast with this. You see how I'm just shooting him each time I go into the portal. Just go right to left, and then whatever you missed, look, kind of like just scavenge around and see which portal goes where. You also know which portal goes to where because the little diamond will be right below that purple orb, the little purple circle below it, and that will tell you on where you need to go. So as you can see, just make sure you follow along, pause the video if you need to, and also might be random for you guys on which portal you need to go in first. But I recommend going from right to left. So yeah, let's head to the next one. When you head to the left, you'll be entering another room with a giant hexahedron. There'll be a little Vex pool in the middle with a white box. For this one, it's just like the last one, but this time you're going to stand in it. And what's going to happen here, this will actually give you an intrinsic perk, which is called like Command Frame 3. You're going to stand in the box. You see the little square? Basically, you need to line up the portal that leads to that. You need to lead the diamond that leads to that portal. So like, for example, you'll see a white box on top of a diamond here. So I'll show you, for example. So this one right here, that diamond, you need to find the portal that links up with that diamond. So for example, it could be any of these portals. It's completely random, but what I recommend doing is just going through every single portal. So that one's not it because there's no white box above that diamond. So go through every portal until you find the one that links up with the white box. So if the diamond is below the white box and the portal connects with it, then that's the correct way to go. So that doesn't go to that one. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. It's one of these portals. There's a white box above that diamond. Let's try this one. Yep, it's this one because you see how the diamond is white and there's a box above it. You're going to head into this portal because that's going to lead up to that area. For this, and then this part, you're going to be seeing 3 Vex cubes. Don't do that because I just shot the wrong one. The way you can tell is, remember the little white box I told you about entering the portal? You're going to shoot the conflux box that has that specific white square next to it, and once you shoot that, that'll make the boss vulnerable for damage. So let's try that again. You stand in the pool, and you gotta do this again too, which kind of sucks. So it does take you a few attempts to do, but overall it's not too bad. Just make sure when you head inside, you shoot the correct Vex box with the white square next to it. You want to line up the partition buff with it's called Vex module access, which gives you access to the portals. You see there's the white box right there, and we're going to link it up to this one that opens the portal up to that one. We head inside, look for the white box. Don't just assume it's not that one. I just shot it again, but here, let me show you guys how it's actually done really quick.
Side 9 Shioma, calling any other Ishtar orphans from Variation Gamma of the Pink Sky world. I'm here with Dot 33 Shim and 2 Chiomas.
Choir Upheaval is the second quest for the exotic Choir of 1 Catalyst. This one will actually give you destabilizing rounds of refit as well. For this one, though, you actually need to progress through Act 3, A Rising Chorus' story, until you get to Step 13. This will actually, you actually need to complete a specimen quest from Failsafe. It's NES-009, I believe, and you will be asked to kill the coral mine again in the Encore mission, and this is where the mission will somehow just update with new secrets in the game. So this is very important that you progress through Act 3's story before you actually carry on with these quests, because then if you just go to it without even progressing the story and doing the quest, then you're just going to be stuck with the most recent secret chest that you got, and you won't be able to open up the portal to get into this next location. It basically won't open the portal up for you. I had this happen with me with the third exotic catalyst, which we'll actually go over after we talk about how to get the destabilizing refit catalyst. So yeah, let's go over that real quick. For this one, you're going to head into one of the other portals that you are entering from the laboratory, actually. When you'll head down to the laboratory and enter this portal, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking a buff from a Minotaur called the deletion vex module, and you're going to be opening up a bunch of these red doors. If you just walk right through them, you're going to die, so don't do that. And you'll see a little buff right next to you called the unknown proximity signal. You're going to be looking for these weird vex eyes. You see these little eye statues. You need to find, I think, 5 of them. Once you find all 5 of them, this will activate the simulation sync, and you'll be able to get the second catalyst, which is the destabilizing round refit catalyst. So kind of just follow along with the unknown proximity signal. You actually do get the deletion thing, I believe, twice. So look around for this buff, and you do need to backtrack a little bit. Just pause the video and also follow where I'm going. You'll also find the access partition buff as well. I don't know why I keep calling it partition when it's a vex module. You're going to kill these minotaurs. This one will drop the blue buff. You're going to pick up the blue buff, and you're going to use it on near the blue portal. This will activate portals. The deletion one will get rid of the barriers with the red stuff. You're going to go into this one, and you're just going to keep following along. You see how my unknown proximity signal bar is filling up? That means I am close to my objective of finding a little collectible thingamajiggy. And then you're going to get the, what was that one? That was the partition one. This will open up another door, and you're going to pick up this one right here. And you see how it's saying stabilizing simulation link. It'll keep doing that until once your unknown proximity signal thing buff is gone. That means you know that you've gotten all of them. If it's low with the blue bar going down, that means you're too far away from your interactable collectible. So just keep following along, and I'll show you guys where the rest of them are at. So we're gonna go up these stairs here, and we're gonna turn to the left. We're gonna put that in because we're actually taking our buff back. And we're going to be using it on another one. For example, we're going to not use it on that one. We're going to skip it. And we're going to use it on not that one either. We're going to go to the portal. Or not, sorry. We're actually going to go to the right here. And we're going to use another one of these buffs to enter. Like, I don't even know where I'm going right now. I just can't decide where to go. So basically just follow along where I'm going. We're actually going to go this way right here, and we're actually going to use it on this little module right here, and this will actually open the door right here. And then you got to get another one, so you got to backtrack and keep backtracking with all the time, and then you'll eventually find all 5 of the little countermass vex eye parts, and this will actually activate a chest, which does give you the destabilizing rounds buff. And basically, if you guys don't know, I honestly forgot what this perk does because I don't use it. If you guys do not know what destabilizing rounds does, is it when you defeat a target, this will create a void burst, and it will grant you volatile rounds for a short time. And I don't know why, but I was kind of thinking of repulsor brace for a minute. But this is Destabilizing Rounds Refit Catalyst. Let's go. Complete that quest. You don't need to do expert encore anymore. Just do it once. You could just, once you get that chest, you can just back out. You'll be asked to go to Banshee again. He'll give you Legacy Choir Escalate, and you actually need to complete step 19 of the Rising Course Act 3 quest, and you'll be able to access the exotic mission Encore again with some new secret chests located. And this is actually the secret, the last secret, and the last catalyst of this video, guys. And this is, if not the hardest one of the video. You're going to be entering a portal, and you're going to find this buff known as the Vex Module Connection. This will activate a bunch of projectiles on 4 sides, and you need to eventually get a second little module. You're going to kill a Minotaur that spawns a cranium, and you're going to actually line up the... You see how I'm lining up the cranium little laser with on the projectiles because it'll actually ricochet off to different spots. You need to actually activate the modules on the little, you know, like little cylinder things you activate with the Vex module. You need to use the ones that have the white circles, the white squares. So for example, this one on the window has a bunch of white squares on like a bunch of portal looking devices. You're going to put the module there, and you're going to link up the cranium's light projector onto the this one is really hard. It's really hard to explain, and it's really hard to do, but it will take a few tries to do. And yeah, you just need to put them in these little machines, and you're going to stand on that little Vex pool of whatever, and you're gonna shoot through the portals and shoot on the projectiles. You see how when you move them, it shoots in a different direction. There's gonna be points where you actually need to activate 2 of them on each side. You see how there's a bunch of ones with squares on them on that one, and there's some on this side. And I made the stupid mistake because I never grabbed the one for the side I'm on right now, which is the reason why I didn't complete this little section here. So I had to grab that in this area to actually finish it. So yeah, you see how when you shoot the projectile, it moves the light through inside that giant square with the transparent boxes and stuff. You're gonna shoot through the projectiles, and then you're eventually gonna line them up until you hit. As soon as you hit all the little mini portals inside that giant box, you'll know you completed a side. You gotta do all 4 sides to actually access inside of it, which this will give you the final quest, which is Onslaught. And what Onslaught does is every kill you get with the Choir of One, this will make its fire rate fast. So yeah, very nice to know about Choir of One's catalysts. Let's try this again. For example, see how this one's activated, all the projectiles are there. I'm going to take this module and I'm going to bring it to the other side, because there's also, you see those little white cubes? We also have to link it through that one too. So we're going to try the left side again, because it changes some projectiles in the giant box thingy-majiggy. So you line it through that, and just like that, when it blinks like that, like a flashbang, you know you completed one side. Because of course we just completed one side. It says partition weakened, so that means we gotta do this side now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our connection and we're gonna go to the other side. You're going to go to whatever side has the white squares. So there's one right there. There's a few squares right there. We're going to activate this. We're going to step in that pool so we can shoot the projector dials. And this thing is a limited weapon, so you only have a certain amount of energy to use it up until you have to kill another Minotaur to get more. But yeah, this is a very easy little puzzle to do. There's not much to explain. If you guys do have any questions, let me know in the comments down below if you guys are stuck with this, and I'll be sure to help you with it because it's really easy. So you stand in the pool, you activate both sides, and then you're going to shoot this side now. Or you can do this side again. Although, getting killed by a bunch of enemies, because I didn't kill them when I was doing it, I just got distracted. So, you're going to stay in the pool. Don't drop it too, because it will disappear over time. So, stay in the pool, shoot through these. Although it doesn't seem to work on this side too much, and you gotta line it. You see how I'm moving it around in the projectile? You gotta move it around until it actually hits another projectile. So what I recommend doing is try every side and see what happens, and make sure you activate the side with the command buff, the green one that we've been using. So yeah, It's a little video. I'm just going to show you guys how the rest of it is done. But if you guys did enjoy this video and you guys want to see more catalyst guides in the future, please comment down below and let me know which one. And as always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is a video on how you guys can get all the Acquire of 1 catalyst and the rest of the secret chests that I showed you guys in today's video. And as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also like the video and also check out our other social medias down in the description below. And as always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. And my name is JVIT, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.